Go Fest is finally here, and for 1 week, Pokemon Go is bringing back some of the best raid bosses in the entire game. I've been saving up my raid passes for months just for this event, and now it's finally time to see how much I can get. Along the way, I'll be hunting shinies, special backgrounds, and hopefully some great IVs. So, let's get started. So I have 3 main targets for today, which are Solgaleo, Lunala, and Blacephalon. All 3 of these are top attackers in their respective types, and the first 2 are also needed to fuse with Necrozma. With that being said, let's get straight into today's raids. So the first raid I did was Blacephalon, and it went pretty well. Alright, let's see if it's shiny. Oh, and it has the background! Okay, let's see the IVs. Okay, not bad. Satisfied with my clown, I focused on the main targets for the rest of the day. Let's see, shiny. Oh my gosh. So, 2 raids in and I already lost one. Thankfully, the rest of the raids went smoothly. Shiny. Okay. So I'm here to do my Lunala raids and I just got a shiny costume party hat Eevee. I also traded for a Lunala since I lost one when my game crashed. Overall, not a bad day, but while today was about quantity, the rest of the week is all about quality. So, unlike day 1, which has like a bajillion different raids you can do, days 2 and 3 only has 3 for you to pick from. Which, for today, those are White Kyurem, Dawnwings, and Zekrom. All 3 of these are worth raiding, but I'm only going for White Kyurem because I believe it has the best adventure effect, Iceburn. Which means I'm not going to stop raiding until I get my 1000 fusion energy. Alright, first White Kyurem raid. For anyone wondering why I need to do so many of these White Kyurem raids, it's because you only get between 70 and 150 energy per raid, and you need, as I said, 1000 to get just 1 fusion, which I think is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Background. Glaciate. Yes. Oh, with good IVs. This one's really good. Anyways, I ended up having to do 10 total raids. This was the best IV I got, and this was the best IV with background. And we're still over in Chinese. But the most important thing today was getting that 1000 fusion energy, which we did. So day 3 offers the counterparts to day 2, which are Reshiram, Black Kyurem, and Duskmane. All 3 of these are useful like the raids on day 2, but I decided I would only do 1 raid and save the rest of my resources for the rest of the week, including the second free raid pass you get per day. But this would prove to be a mistake, as I later learned you still only get 2 free raid passes even if you save one from the previous day. So I'm going to count that as a fail. But the reason I wanted to save my raid pass for day 4 is because the raids are 2 of the best in the game. And it's none other than the puppies of the Galar region, Zacian and Zamazenta. Specifically, the crown versions, which means you will get crown energy for doing these raids, which is required for their transformations. And you'll also have to do around 10 raids to get enough energy for the transformation. Since I probably didn't have time to do all 20 raids, I wanted to complete all my Zacian raids first, and then spend the rest of the time on Zamazenta. Shiny! Oh! Let's go! First shiny! Oh my gosh. It's not a hundo though, but oh my god, please have the background. Oh my god. Okay. Background? Oh, okay. Oh, no! And after completing 2 more raids, I had all the energy that I needed. So with the time I had left, I did as many Zamazenta raids as I could. Second shiny. So after 5 more raids, making a total of 15, day 4 came to an end. And in probably our best day so far, we managed to get the 1000 energy and our very first shiny. Now, I know this is gonna shock you, but we're once again going for more energy. Because giving the players these Pokemon after just one raid would be, let's just say unacceptable. So let's get started with the whale.
It's tiny.
And the reason is because it's a top attacker for its counterpart, which will also want the energy of. Thankfully, we don't need to do as many raids since you only need 400 energy for each Primal.
Alright, this should be the last Primal Kyogre raid of the day. I currently have 340 energy, shiny. There we go.
However, there was no time to waste, so I started on my Primal Groudon raids right away.
One down, shiny. Second raid done.
The way the Primal raids work is the faster you complete them, the more energy you are rewarded. And since Groudon is 4 times weak to water, these raids went by faster and required 1 less raid in total to get all the energy that I needed. By this point, the day was nearly over, but I still had enough time to get 2 more raids done. And with that, day 5 along with the Road of Legends event came to an end. But right after is the first ever free Global Go Fest, debuting Mega Mewtwo X and Y. On top of that, almost every 5-star raid will appear in 3-hour rotations throughout the 2 days. Needless to say, it was going to be a busy 2 days, so I started early on my very first raid.
2191. I don't know what the hundo is. Shiny. Oh! Hundo? Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even know that was a hundo.
That's right, my first raid in Go Fest was a Hundo Rayquaza. And since one of the tasks for the Mewtwo research is to power up your Pokemon 10 times, I thought this would be the perfect candidate. And after one more raid, Go Fest officially began. This was the first 3-hour rotation, but I wasn't really interested in any of these, so I just waited for the second rotation. And I had one specific target in mind. Shiny Origin Form Giratina.
Shiny. Alright, it is pouring right now, but we must Pokemon Go on. Last Giratina raid. Shiny?
Unfortunately, no shinies, but we did complete the 3rd page of the Mewtwo research, which gives you a Tropius, but also lets you choose your path for Mega Mewtwo X or Y, and I'm gonna go with Mega Mewtwo Y because it is the better Mega of the 2. Finally, we entered the last rotation. And even though I already got a hundo, I was still looking for that shiny special background Rayquaza.
Shiny! Okay, shiny! Shiny! No.
Unfortunately, that was all the raids I could do, because I wanted to spend the rest of the time trying to get 1 or 2 Mega Mewtwo X. So I did what I normally would and hosted on Pokegenie, but it must have been my fate to not get Mega Mewtwo X because my lobby expired twice, and then on the 3rd lobby where I actually got in, we were unable to break all the shields even though there was 11 people with Mega Pokemon. Even though it was frustrating, I definitely preferred to have this happen for Mega Mewtwo X, and we still got a hundo on the day, so not bad. And I had a plan for the next day to ensure that this did not happen for Mega Mewtwo Y. And here we are, the last day. And this is the rotation to kick things off. The 2 main stars of this show are Origin Form Palkia and Dialga. Starting with Dialga, I wanted to raid until I got one with Roar of Time, which happened on the very first raid. So for the rest of the time, I focused on Origin Form Palkia. No. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the shiny, and we still only have the one shiny Zacian so far. But before doing any more raids, I powered up my Rayquaza 3 more times to complete this field research, which allows me to complete my research task for Mega Mewtwo Y, and a free Mewtwo encounter. But now it's time for the main event, Mega Mewtwo Y. And to make sure I didn't miss out this time, I went to a local community ambassador meetup. This would allow me to bypass hosting on Pokegenie and complete raids much faster. But even though I now had the power of friendship, this did not allow me to beat the connection issues that would hit everyone playing Pokemon Go. So I actually failed my first 2 raids, and my first successful one was the 3rd attempt.
Oh my god, finally! Okay, first official Mega Mewtwo raid. Not shiny. Alright, second Mewtwo raid. There we go, 3rd Mewtwo raid. Dang it. This is going by so fast. Dang it. Come on, shiny gods, please. Yes! Oh my god! My prayers have been answered. Okay. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, background, please. Background, please. Gosh, dude. No! Oh, it's fine. We got our second shiny of the event. Let's go!
And with one last page of our Mewtwo research, there is no better candidate to power up and Mega Evolve. With our shiny Mewtwo acquired, I decided to take a quick haircut break since there was 1 hour until the next rotation. As usual, I have one specific target, and this time it's Darkrai. But unlike most of the other raids I've been doing, which have been for top attackers, this one is purely for the shiny. But for some reason, it was hard to find these raids, so I only managed to do 2. And with that, all the raids officially ended. But I still wasn't done yet, as I had my 5 remote raid passes that I'd been saving.
No! Come on! Okay, this is the very last raid of the event.
Well, that's it, at least for the raiding, but there are still a few things left to do. First, I bought the Road of Legends Deluxe Pass, which gives you a Mewtwo encounter as well as a gold bottle cap, which allows you to hyper train any Pokemon to 100% IVs. Second, I wanted to spend Stardust powering up some of the Pokemon I just got. Third, I wanted to fuse my Kyurem with a Reshiram to get White Kyurem. As well as change my Zacian to its crown form. And finally, after deliberating for a week, even though I pretty much made my mind up, I used my gold bottle cap on my shiny Zacian. And that was my Road of Legends plus Go Fest experience. Thank you for watching, and let me know what the best catch you got was.